am Pleiades from Akashic Knowledge, and I have a message today for the collective of planet Earth, and that is to not over-identify with the information that we come across that is not directly correspondent to our physical incarnation. What that truly means is, we are in a time of disclosure. Everything is coming to the surface. All information pertaining to the New Earth timeline or the Ascension timeline has been suppressed to the best ability that the 1% can suppress it for just about all of human history. And since the New World Order timeline that the 1% has been trying to build up to has proven to be not the timeline that is manifesting within our reality, all of the information pertaining to the Ascension timeline that's been suppressed is now all coming to the surface all at once. It seems as if all of these things are coming out of nowhere, these crazy negative things are happening out of nowhere, and positive things, but in reality this has been happening for a very long time, to say the very least, and it's just now all coming to the surface all at once, and it's a very powerful but potentially overwhelming wave of information, both in the extent of positive and negative implications. This ginormous influx of information is shaking the very foundation of the worldviews and perspectives that most people base their entire lives upon. So this is the catalyst for a ginormous mass awakening across the entire planet to happen within a very short time period. So that being said, so many people are just wiping that crust out their eyes, just really coming into remembrance of their true being, unplugging from the matrix, so to speak, for the first time in this incarnation. So this is causing so many people that are just now waking up to be looking for things to find alignment with, to kind of get their groundings. For example, imagine you are having a dream. You're really balls deep in this dream, really immersed in it, very lucid, very vivid. Everything is so magical, so beautiful, incredible, vibrant, very nice, high vibrational astral realms of existence. And then suddenly, someone in the physical realm shakes your body and you wake up very abruptly. There's no easy transition. You just jump right into your body, and you don't even have enough time to really grasp what just happened, the transition that you just experienced. You're gonna be very disoriented. You're gonna be just wiping crust out of your eyes, trying to be like, that's not where I just was, where am I? For a couple moments. Obviously in this human perspective, it would take a couple moments for you to get your grounding and for you to realize, okay, I'm back on Earth. You know, we've experienced Earth for however old you are in this incarnation, and it's something that your consciousness is easily able to put your groundings back into. But imagine that was your first time ever waking up, transitioning from the astral realm into the physical body. You don't have any background of what life on Earth is or was, or anything relating to context of the realm that you just woke up within. This is literally what many people are experiencing all at once at a very massive rate. This is the massive awakening. Because of the fact that, yes, we've all lived out so many of these dimensions infinitely, but when we incarnated, we got that divine amnesia. You may be waking up for your 459,000th incarnation, but you had your divine amnesia, so it's like you're waking up for the first time. And this is why it can be so incredibly disorienting for so many beings that are just suddenly waking up. This is the state that so many people within our world right now are currently finding themselves within along their spiritual journeys. And it is with this context that I translate the transmission that I am about to transmit. And the message is that we are here to be human. Nothing more, nothing less. We're here to experience these fleshy forms, this lower vibrational state of energy. That's what we're here and incarnated deliberately for the intentions of experiencing. Something that currently is and is only going to continue at an exponential rate to be within the popular media is that of aliens, extraterrestrials, higher dimensional beings, you know, our deeper lineage behind that of humanity. And individuals who are just starting upon their awakening process and they start doing some research, they'll find out about, the origins of humanity with the Anunnaki and the ancient lineages with the Lemurians, and they'll start learning about the Atlanteans and then the Lyrians and the founder races and the Pleiadians and the Syrians and the Arcturians, and there's so much! And many people are likely to discover that they have resonance with certain extraterrestrial beings, lineages, star systems, and all types of things of this nature. However, there is to be a balance with this information. It is very easy when there is an influx of this information for someone to go on Google or Instagram or YouTube or something and say, like, this is a list of characteristics saying that you are an XYZ star seed, and you are if you fit these criteria, then you are this alien. If you fit this, then you have had past lives here, and things like that. With all of this new influx of information, it is very easy for people to attach to their past lives, their alien incarnations, and ancient lineages, and all types of things of this nature. So yes, the truth is, you may have spent many incarnations in different flesh suits, in different energy bodies, in different lifetimes, in different star systems, but the truth is, you are not more of your past lives than you are this life. And the focus of this life, the reason why we have this divine amnesia in the first place, is to focus on what we came here to do, and that's to be human. We're here to experience physicality. We're here to have these dense emotional states. We're here to have the highs and the lows. We're here to experience this realm of vibration. I specifically depicted the example of past lives, specifically within the domain of extraterrestrial, beyond this star system, civilizations and intelligences. However, this message goes far beyond the scope of just that isolated example. That's simply an example that I've been witnessing very prominently within the collective that I felt needed to receive this message. However, this goes for any realm of information that takes you from the present of your human physical incarnation. Time is something that is malleable and technically doesn't really exist in the higher dimensions of reality, but however, when we are in this vibrational plane, we experience time and space. These are parts of the experience that we consciously chose here to experience. That being said, we are in these fleshy forms for a transient duration of time. It has an end. It had a beginning, it had an end, and it's going to transition into different fleshy forms and different star systems and all types of different cool jazzy stuff like that. But we are here for a specific time frame to be as present within this duration of time as we can, so that we can experience it, whether it is doing these granular visions, doing all types of manifestations and work for humanity, or simply being within yourself. Regardless of the different extremes of what we can do while in these fleshy forms, the purpose is to just be present in your fleshy form. That's it. Fall in love with being a human. Fall in love with all of the highs and the pitfalls that come with the experience of physicality. We don't experience this forever. We don't always have access to this experience. There's only a certain amount of bodies on the planetary sphere that can be incarnate at one specific time. There are so many beings in the astral form right now that wish that they could incarnate and be a physical human being right now, but they have to wait for a portal of a womb to open up to form a body for that to happen. So don't take this life for granted. Don't take this physicality as like, oh man, this is an unenlightened species I'm a part of. Don't get me wrong, it is superbly fascinating to learn about these past lives and where our consciousness has spent eons of past years in human measurement systems to form the refined essence of which we truly are. That explains a lot of the deeper inner workings behind our actions, our behaviors, our beliefs, our subconscious conditionings. All of these things are very fascinating, and it has a purpose. Like literally everything in life, balance is key. So I'm not saying to ignore this information. I'm saying not to go outside of yourself to find what's within you. We had this amnesia upon incarnating for a reason. It is to focus on the actions and manifestations of this life. And if information comes to you from past lives, that means that you're ready. Don't go seeking this information, because for lack of better words, you can find it before you're ready. If some psychic or some Instagram or YouTube post or some person that's a reflection of yourself reflects this information to you, you may receive it in a way that you're not fully integrating, and that's going to bring you out of equilibrium. When you are ready, and when or if it's relevant for you to retain information and regain information from past incarnations or anything from the astral states, it'll come to you. You don't got to go out and find it. It'll come to you. When the student is ready, the guru appears. The guru doesn't appear because a student is out looking for him. If a student's out searching for a guru, the guru is going to be like, why are you searching outside of yourself? Search within. So when the student searches within, goes within themselves, focuses upon their path, that's when they're ready, and the guru will make itself known to present information, teachings, insights, healings, to give benefit to the students along their journey. Emphasis on the information that is being received is to benefit the journey that the student is already on. So all information that we gain from past lives, if it is retained intuitively, is to further progress the journey that you are on here in human physical life. The purpose of it all is to fall in love with being human. Fall in love with being a fleshy puppet of flesh. Just enjoy what it's like to have gravity, to have limitations, to experience yourself from limited vantage points, further perspective of seeing yourself from a wider spectrum. If you only saw yourself in this love, light, harmony, frequency of complete unity all the time, you would only see yourself from that one vantage point. Yeah, it's a pretty groovy vantage point to look from, but the whole purpose of us coming into physicality and lowering our vibration and existence fractalizing itself in the first place is to see itself from all vantage points, to create multiple vantage points to even witness ourselves from. So that's the transmission. To be human and allow yourself to fully experience what we are physically incarnate to experience, and not allow all the information that may come from reflected external sources to deter you from your path, deter you from being human, and don't over-attach to literally any information, and allow your intuition to discern all of it, including what you hear in this video. I thank you for stepping into your heart, for receiving this information. I honor you, and I love you, and I'm appreciative of your support. Thank you so much for watching and receiving. Adonai.